Yep. What's good? What's good, Jets fans? I know. We're still not happy. That's the way it is. What's happening? Welcome to you. Welcome to you. I am Greenbean. Welcome to episode 89. We're almost up to 90. Look at that. Of Greenbean's Jets pod. I am happy that you are here. I want to say welcome to all the new folks. I do appreciate you stopping by. If you've never been here before, a few things we ask very quickly. If you're enjoying the video at any point, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up. It changes everything with YouTube. They get mad at us if we don't get likes. Like, yeah, maybe people are watching it, but they don't hit like. And that's a big thing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, that is greatly appreciated. Very simple little task. Hit the little button, just a little left click on the subscribe button. You never have to think about it again. And that changes everything. Plus, YouTube will suggest to you videos coming out of this channel when you sign on. You know, all the little suggestions will be one of them. Won't that be nice? I want to say thank you to all of you who've been coming back throughout this process of creating these shows over here. I thank you. And to all my folks on the audio side of things, thank you too, man. Again, it's getting better every week out there. So thank you. I hope you're enjoying your ride right now and driving safe. That's right, you. How do you know I was driving? I'm staring at you. I'm in your glove box. Help. I'm in the trunk. Oh, man. So, hey, guys, the New York Jets are 5-2. The New York Jets are 5-2. Now, look, there's some stuff, little sprinklings of negatives, right? We have some negatives. Quarterback negatives. We got running back negatives. We got offensive line negatives. Got wide receiver negatives. Nonetheless, the Jets are 5-2. So take that and wear it. It doesn't matter. We're 5-2. The New York Jets find a way to win 16-9 in Denver, where we traditionally do not do very well. At least in my memory. Maybe we always win there. I don't know. I feel like we never win there. I think once in a recent memory. I don't know. It feels like a tough place. I just want to say hello to Mark Schlereth. I hope you're enjoying your season as a Denver Broncos guy. I hope this is fun. You guys were supposed to be real good. You guys are supposed to be the thing. You went and signed $240-something million Russell Wilson. You guys gave away all your draft picks, firsts, seconds, thirds, players, Noah Fant. Drew Lock, you threw them all to Seattle. They're doing great. You, on the other hand, not happy today. And I know you're a fan. You'll minimize it. You'll say, I don't even care. My team won this. Look at my rings. He likes to show everybody his rings. But we know. Resting on your laurels, Mr. Schlereth. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I'm glad you're unhappy today. I, on the other hand, am very happy today. Oh, skiddly ding dang. It's nice. The Jets are coming out of the dark ages. Now look, we get told all the time about our injuries. We get to play all the second and third string quarterbacks. Isn't that, we're not supposed to be happy. We're not, these wins don't count. I asked Connor Hughes, actually, I just asked Twitter and Connor Hughes responded. He said, I said, if we played a backup quarterback every game for the rest of the season and beat them, does the Super Bowl win not count? And he said, it does not. That is correct. And I knew it. You see, it wouldn't count. They'd say, no, this is not real. You played backup quarterbacks. That doesn't count. Isn't it silly? So the Jets, just so we're clear, now have their fifth offensive tackle in the game. Now, that's not even including all the moving and everything else. Fifth offensive tackle, second right guard. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. We had a quarterback. We're on our second quarterback, even though he's our starting quarterback. You know, two quarterbacks this year. We lost our starting running back. We lost starting wide receiver, right? You lost ABT, of course. Lost JFM. We won. So why does the Russell Wilson, who's been playing like complete turds, does the fact that they didn't have Russell Wilson negate the fact that we didn't have all that? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? They don't care. It's still a backup quarterback. Jets victory number 5 does not count. It does not matter. The Jets suck, and they will always suck because I feel that way. Okay, well, good. So let's get into this, man. First of all, it's episode 89. Let's do a quick player profile. Number 89 right now on the New York Jets happens to be, that's right, Jeremy Ruckert. How'd you know? You're so good. Your guys are good at this. I'll tell you. Jeremy Ruckert, our third round pick 101, who admittedly surprised many of us. Not that we didn't love Jeremy Ruckert. Not that we didn't want Jeremy Ruckert. Not that we didn't appreciate the story. Jets fan. A legitimate lifelong Jets fan whose father's a Jets maniac, chant-leading type of guy. We loved it, but still, when it got to pick 101, what did we think? We didn't think tight end. That was the last thing we thought. No, we weren't unhappy. Oh, cool. Love him. Love him. I think Jeremy Ruckert is underappreciated, quite frankly. I think he's underrated. Let me say it that way. But as of now, Jeremy Ruckert, who comes from Lindenhurst, New York, over there in Long Island, not too far from our good friend Matt O'Leary. He's born in Lindenhurst, played in Lindenhurst High School, was a dynamo. Finished with 222 catches for 3,133 yards and 13 touchdowns. But he also played defense, had 61 tackles, 13 sacks, and 2 picks. So he played college at Ohio State, 4 years, true freshman. Played 1 game, and then he started from there. He played every game. Sophomore year, only had a few catches, and then got better and better. Junior year was great. Very, very good, strong senior campaign. And the Jets took him with the third-round pick. Now, he's been inactive for us. He has 1 target this year in the Cleveland game. He played week 2, and he hasn't done much. But the thing is, this is what's so cool about this team and what Joe Douglas is doing. Jeremy Ruckert, who is going to be a stud starting tight end from my vantage point, I think a lot of people agree. He's waiting in the wings. He's like in the bullpen. We still have these guys that are going to come in. Jeremy Ruckert's one of them, and I couldn't be more excited. Hello, Jeremy. I love your dad, too. His dad's awesome, man. His dad's the best, and we got them both. We get the whole Ruckert crew, the brood, and it's great. And there he is, our player profile, number 89 for this episode. Now, let's go right from there, and we're going to jump into our segment we like to call the News of the Week. 16-9. 16-9. Let me tell you this. We went into Denver. Second straight road game. Don't forget, man. Don't exclude the reality of our situation. The New York Jets, the lowly bums we are, had to go to Lambeau Field last week and play Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers. We beat them there, shellac them, wiped the field with their faces, put their cheese heads on our head. That's what we did. We fly back home, and a few days later, we got to fly out to Denver, go up in altitude, the whole thing. So it's 2 straight road games in environments that are very difficult to win. And we win. That's what happened. Okay, we win. The New York Jets are now 5-2. And look, again, they say, oh, Russell Wilson wasn't. But Russell Wilson's been garbage this year. There were numerous Denver fans that contacted me, some trolling, some trying to just reach out and talk football. Most trolling, if I'm being honest this time around. Every week it happens. Sometimes the fans that reach out that we're playing are great. Sometimes they're not. This time we had a smattering, mostly trolly. We had a couple goodies, but most of them said, you know what? I'm actually happy it's Brett Rippon. I'm actually happy. Russell Wilson's looked like garbage. I don't feel confident in him. And Rippon has already beat the Jets in the past. And we feel better with him. Just like the Miami fans who don't, they like, it's revisionist history. After the game, they said, oh, you had to beat our third string quarterback. Before that, they were saying Skyler's the next coming and he's going to kick your ass. That's what they were saying. We love Skyler Thompson. Same thing going on with Brett Rippon, so I don't want to hear it. We beat you. And we've two in difficult environments, 2 straight road games, 4 straight victories for the lowly New York Jets. That's what's going on. Now, the game was ugly. We know this. But here's what I want to remind everybody. We knew the game was going to be ugly before the game. We talked about it. It's like we forget instantly. As soon as it goes bad, wait, we knew this. We're playing pretty much the number 1 defense in the NFL. They have crushed everybody. Take a look at this. Take a look at the other quarterbacks that have played the Denver defense. Outside of Geno Smith had a great game. Not great, but by our standards of the defense. He was 23 for 28, 82.1 completion percentage, 195 yards. So yeah, he was very efficient, very good. He only pulled not even 200 yards against them. Did have 2 touchdowns, had a great rating. So that's a very good game. Now, generally speaking, less than 200 yards, but nobody's writing home to their mother about that one. But it was a good game. Look at everybody else. Davis Mills, 19 for 38. 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Picks part's good. Jimmy Garoppolo, we know him. 18 of 29. 211 yards. A touchdown and a pick. Derek Carr, that's a big name. 21 for 34. 188 yards. No touchdowns. Matt Ryan, we don't know about that guy. He's, whatever. 26 of 41, 251. Wow. And 2 picks. So 251, looking good. 2 interceptions, sorry. Justin Herbert, remember, oh my God, look at that guy. He's one of the best in the league. Everybody loves Justin Herbert. He's my fantasy quarterback. 37 for 57. He threw 57 times, had 37 completions, 238 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. So Zach Wilson comes in, again, he looked like crap. Don't get me wrong. Lost at times. Risky, nuts, weird stuff that Zach Wilson does. The twirly bird that almost became a touchdown. I don't know. I don't ever want to see that again. I'm telling you, the twirls, I don't like the twirls. Running backwards 15, 22 yards and twirly birding it, I'm not into it, man. Well, we got lucky. Now, he really was down on that play, so that is what it is, but we still got lucky. You understand? It's not that we got away with something. We didn't. We got lucky. We got lucky there. That's okay. That happens in the games. But Zach Wilson didn't look good. 16 for 26, 121 yards. Zach Wilson now has 231 yards in the last 2 games combined. Crazy. The good news, no picks again. Zach Wilson, while he's sloppy, while he's kind of all over the place, crazy, risky stuff, you think, what the hell is going on? Still not throwing picks, and he's still coming alive in the fourth quarter, and he's becoming more proficient, calmer. I think, dude, look, if you're going to pick a quarter for your quarterback and your team to suddenly be good, if you have one quarter that your team's going to be good, you'd pick the fourth quarter every day of the week. Every day of the week. Let's be real. And that's what Zach Wilson and the Jets are doing. So I'm just as concerned as anybody else about Zach Wilson. 231 yards in 2 weeks is not good. I don't care how you slice. The people are chasing him. He's running. Okay, fine. The receivers aren't getting open. Baloney. There's enough there that Zach Wilson can take. He could be getting 2 bills a week. 200. He can be doing that. He's not. So we're concerned. But that said, this defense has done this to everybody. And he's finding a way in the fourth quarter to calm it down, get us some points, not throw picks. Dude, I'm in. 48.7 QBR is not, it's nothing you want to talk about all that much. But right now, the world is split. The Jets' world is split. People are saying Zach's not it. They're done. And there are people saying, stop it. Calm down. There's a lot of variables here. And there are. Some of it's LaFleur. We don't know. We don't know what the hell's... I mean, the game plans sometimes make me scratch my head. I'm not privy to all the things, all the dynamics involved. So sometimes I wonder. And I don't think that's necessarily helping either. There's a lot going on. He lost Elijah Moore and Corey Davis this week, okay? There's a lot going on. He lost AVT. We have Mike Remmers in there for the first time. Dwayne Brown. What the hell was going on with Dwayne Brown today? Dwayne Brown had 3 penalties and numerous missed blocks. So, I mean, you got to include that. You have to include that stuff. It was a sloppy day, but we knew it was going to be a sloppy day. We knew the offense was going to struggle. The running game, dude, Breece Hall. Breece Hall had 4 rushes for 72 yards and a touchdown. He was just getting started, baby. He was just getting started. And we lost him. Now, the word is likely an ACL tear, likely out for the season. But when I'm recording this, I want to remind you. Now, we don't know. By the time you hear this, you might already know the news. All right? I don't know. But I'm going to remind myself and you, or anybody who listens early in the morning and doesn't know yet. Okay? This is for you. First preseason game, Zach Wilson went down, and everybody and their mother told us it was a torn ACL. He was out for the season. Everybody. Even people that weren't doctors said they had doctor friends that told them. Doctors were coming out, people with doctor friends, people who played doctors on TV. They're like, I'm not a doctor, but I played one in the 70s on General Hospital, and that looked bad. That was an ACL tear. I think he's going to be out for the year. Everybody said that. And what was it? It was something else. It was a bone bruise with another thing. It was not. And Zach Wilson is back. So we don't know. Now, if we lose him for the year, aren't you glad we got Michael Carter? One of, if not my favorite player on the damn team. This is what depth is all about. This is what we're talking about. When people say, oh, we got this guy, we can trade him now, get rid of. This is why people like myself don't want to do that. The Jets have been remarkably healthy this year, except for the tackle positions. For some reason, we're losing tackles like they're going out of style. But we've been healthy, healthier than years past, much health. This, knocking on some wood, we went into this game as healthy as we've been in years. We lost ABT, we lost Corey Davis, but the big one is Breece Hall. We lost him. It looked to me like it was going to be some sort of concussion thing, and it turns out it's his knee. It's rough, but this is why depth is there. Now look at the stuff with Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore ruining the idea of 4-2 with all his baloney. But we have depth. We lost 2 receivers, including Moore and Davis, and we still had starting caliber receivers out there. That's what it's about. Like, I don't want to trade Breece Hall. Because what happens when somebody goes down? Okay, now Eccles is there, and what? Now we have no depth? No, you elevate Breece Hall. Instead of elevating some kid from the street, like we did 3 or 4 safeties worth last year. Remember Red Wine and Riley and all the guys? This is why depth is so important. Now, I love Michael Carter. I have nothing but faith in Michael Carter. Is he Breece Hall? Maybe not. But we don't know what's going on with Breece Hall. And we still have Michael Carter, Ty Johnson. I don't know what. I don't even look. I made my feelings about Ty Johnson very clear. I don't trust Ty Johnson. He makes me nervous. The team loves him for some reason. Maybe he does it. The LaMarcus Joyner, who was having a bad game, and then very, very timely and well-positioned pick, which was caused by Quinnen Williams, by the way. Remember, look, we've talked so much about, like, even when Quinnen's having a down game, like he was dominant last week. He's been dominant all season. He had a down game today. Quinnen has an uncanny knack for making a big play when you need him to make a big play. That's what he does. He has that. Certain players, like their stat compilers, look at the end of the year, you're like, holy shit, he did all that. But it's like, what did it do for the game? The team has 2 wins, and it's like, that's other guys. Quinnen Williams knows how to get his plays, his stats when you need him to get his stats. Today, he crushed Rippon, he threw it up, and he got the pick, LaMarcus Joyner. So maybe Ty Johnson pulls one of those. I don't know. Maybe. But we get to elevate Bam night. So we still have Michael Carter, Bam night. Guys we really feel good about. So that's fine. That's fine. And we'll see where it goes. But this is where depth is so important. Now, when you look at the rushes, we ran the ball 24 times. We passed the ball 26. So even though it was lopsided in the front of the game, it was lopsided. We ran the ball 6 times in the first half, not including Zach Wilson's 2 runs. 6 times in the first half, which I didn't like, quite frankly. I didn't like it. I thought we were doing it wrong, man. But LaFleur is just using the first half to set up the second half, and we're thriving at the end of the game. And I think if that's what we got to do, and it's working, I'm in. But we ended up running the ball 24 times for 155 total yards. Now, 72 of those were on Breece Hall's run. He had the big run. So he had 72 yards total and a touchdown on 4 rushes. Michael Carter had 13 for 29, had a lot of tough runs towards the end of the game. He had a couple really nice runs, though, 5, 6, 10 yards. And, look, they were trying to run the clock out at the end of the game, and, whatever, he gets nothing. So that, this average goes down. That's fine. That's fine. Michael Carter had a good game. He was very impactful. Berrios ended up having 2 runs for 27 yards. Another good day for Berrios. Ty Johnson had 1 run for 3 yards, and then they threw him the damn ball. He ended up catching it, but boy, oh boy. I don't know why you shoehorn Ty Johnson. I don't get it. I'm freaked out, man. I really am. I'm rooting for him. Don't get me wrong. I would love Ty Johnson to just, at the end of the year, you go, holy shit. That guy had 59,000 touchdowns and 100 million yards. I would love it. Happening? We'll see. So, look, man, it's okay. We don't know what Zach Wilson is. I'm not ready to pull the plug. On people are talking about trading for a running back. Like, what, you want to give away picks for Cam Akers over from the Rams? Because I don't know. Why would we do that? Why would we do all that? We have Michael Carter. We have Bam Knight. We have Ty Johnson. And you can plug, there's always running backs out there. You can do that all the time. Mostert was one of those guys just floating around. They plucked him, threw him in there, and he ends up, look, he's Mostert. You never know. But we have at least 2 guys that we feel pretty damn good about. And Zach Wilson, look, we got to let the year go. It's only his fourth game. He's 4-0, and he hasn't thrown a pick in 3 weeks. And he's been having very strong fourth quarters. Coming into this game, the Jets had the most points in the fourth quarter in the NFL. That's not us, but it is now. And that's what we have to focus on. Yes, it's sloppy and deranged and kooky and crazy looking. But when the fourth quarter comes, we settle down and we get laser accurate. Hey, I'll take it. We're winning. So guys, again, let them talk. Let them all talk. They're out there talking. I've already gotten numerous tweets. And, oh, here you go, beating up on another. Dude. Again, I don't want to hear it. I don't even care. I really don't. Nobody cared about us when we were starting Luke Falk. We lost Sam Darnold to mono. What's his name? Trevor Siemian comes in for 10 minutes and he gets his knee ripped off. And we're starting Luke Falk, who never even should have been in an NFL game yet. Maybe another year. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared. So, they just said we suck. And guess what? Denver sucks. With one of the best defenses in the NFL, guess what, dude? You won 2 wins. 2-4, 2-5. So I don't want to hear it. We're beating teams. We beat the Steelers. We beat the Browns. We beat the Packers. We beat the Broncos. We beat somebody else. Miami. Yeah. Take that, Doll fans. We're beating them. Now we go into New England, and we'll see what's up, man. Bailey Zapp is all of a sudden good. Bill Belichick, we know what he's going to do. All I want to do is split. That's it. We need to split with the Pats. If we can do that, we're going to be good. Now, the good news is this week it's home. All you rabid Jets fans up in the area, I cannot go to this one. But boy, oh boy, do I wish I could. This is the kind of game where we got to get in there, Fireman Ed, everybody else, get in that stadium and be as loud as we can. The energy has to be raucous. And we got to push our team to a home victory over the Pats, which hasn't happened in a long time, since 2015. It's the last time. And before that, it was like 2010. We need to do it. This is the time. The Patriots are like 8-18 over teams, with teams over 500 in the last 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is. Dude, this is the time. We need to keep this going. Make it 5 in a row. 6 in a row. I don't even know. 6-2, 5 in a row. That's what we need to do. And we can. Going into New England coming here. Dude, we're beat up, but we're winning. And that is the news of the week. Yeah, man. What are you going to do? You're going to listen to these people? You're going to let them get you upset? Is that what we're doing? I'm going to let these people from some network, Stephen A. Smith or the like, one week they tell us we're this, and then we win, and they go, I love this team. Like, what are we doing? We're going to let these guys get under our skin? No. We know who we are. We know who we are. Us. And even amongst ourselves, we got the grumblings. You know what I mean? Little grumblers. Like, stop. People in my chat on the live stream for Jetnation today. It's like, I want to remind, don't forget. We this and we that and we haven't this yet. Dude, who cares? Let's just back it up for 1 second and remember what we talked about going into this season. We won 4 games last year, 2 games a year before. Our general manager tore down the whole thing to the bare studs. We're looking for 7 to 9 wins this year. We already got 5 of them. Now, if we ended up only getting, 7 now, yes, we'd be disappointed, right? You don't want to have this lopsided of a front end. But the thing is, guys, we split with the Pats and go into this bye 6-3. We got the softer portion of our schedule. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but we have the soft. This is the tough half. And we won 5 games. That's what we have to remember. Ride this one, man. Don't let any grumbler get you upset. Don't let anybody take away what this really is. This is a blooming team packed full of young people in their first or second year, most of them. Ride it with them. Enjoy it. We just won, 4 in a row? It's crazy. And look at all the adversity. Look at it all. Speaking of adversity, we're going to get right into some adversity, and we're going to talk about it in the Intelligent Gripe. The New York Jets go into Denver. These are the guys they're missing. Elijah Moore, starting wide receiver. Jeremy Ruckert, our player profile of the week. We're missing AVT, a few short minutes into the game. We're missing Corey Davis, the other starting wide receiver. A few short minutes into the game. Before the first half, we lose our starting star young running back, Breece Hall. Is that not enough? Is that not enough? Add to that, it just so happens to be we're playing a top defense in the NFL. An offense that still has Sutton and Judy and Ingram and Boone and all these guys and the tight ends, Dulich. And these guys, this is a team. The fact that they keep losing is just what it is. They have the potential to be lethal on both sides of the ball. We go in there and we're sloppy. We're playing one of the worst games we've played all year, maybe since the Ravens, at most recent the Bengals. We haven't seen this yet. Now, it probably has something to do with the 2 straight road wins. Probably has something to do with the fact that we're keeping it up this long is difficult. We got either old guys like Dwayne Brown, or we got super young guys like Breece Hall and the rest, and Garrett Wilson. All these guys. So we see a game where we have 11 penalties. Now, my feelings on some of those penalties aside, whatever it is, we do see 11 penalties, 3 of them by Dwayne Brown, like I mentioned before, for 85 yards. 85 yards is a touchdown drive. You know what I mean? That's almost the whole length of the field. I mean, hell, When you start you're on a touchback, that's more yards than you need to get to the end zone on a touchback. So we gave them a lot of yards. Now, some of the penalties, quite frankly, I thought were bad. And I also thought that it was called lopsidedly. I did. This is every week. It's not as egregious as the Packers game, where they just gave the Packers an extra drive. Never in my life have I seen such madness. But they did it. Why? Betting lines? NFL storylines and motivating, whatever their motivations are. It's just the truth, man. Don't think otherwise, okay? Please, don't even think it. I don't think that it's real, okay? There's lots of money on the line here. So they can impact it where they can impact it. Remember, we had a late hit last week, 15-yard penalty. The referee had his hand on his flag, looked around like basically asking for permission. They said no, and he didn't throw the flag. Dude, it was 3 feet out of bounds. What do you mean? What's to think about? So we see it. We see this stuff. So we had 11 penalties. We had all those guys missing. We're playing number one defense in the NFL. 2 straight road games. After the emotional high of winning in Lambeau Field. Don't forget, we're a young team. We don't know how to handle this stuff. We go in there, guys, and gripes that we have, legitimate or not. Zach, LaFleur, even the first half with Ulbricht, the screens and the tight ends, all that stuff. We won. And what we're really looking for here, guys, this season, look, anything can happen. The Bengals went from 4-11 to the Super Bowl. Great. I'd love it if that's us, but that's still not the goal. The goal is to have a progressive year for the rebuild. It's our second year in this system. Second year with a lot of these players. A lot of our star players, Sauce Gardner, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, they're in their first year. We got to remember what this is. We are going into these environments. Referee baloney. Hostile, just inherently, overcoming all this stuff. 5 offensive tackles in the first 7 games. 2 quarterbacks. And we're winning. We're winning. And if we lose the next 3 and we win the next 2, at the end of the year, if we have 8-9 wins, it's a resounding success. That's what this team, we haven't seen 9 wins since 2015, and before that it was 2010. We've seen 1 9-win plus season in 12 years. Let's not get it twisted. That's what we're looking for. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, I would love to be the Cinderella team that goes to the Super Bowl. Hell yeah. But that's not the goal. The goal is long game. That's what we're doing. We're trying to build the foundation, get better. So look, we have these guys for 2, 3, 5 more years, some of them. We want to be the team that has players in the same system for 4 straight seasons. That's when we're going to be really good. That's when we're going to be a problem. Again, I'm rooting just like all of you. I am. I'm rooting for it. But we're figuring out a way to win. A young, scrapping team. Sloppy, win it. Lights out, win it. Last minute and 55 seconds and everybody's partying and the coach is bringing his kids out and they're putting graphics up about how great the Cleveland Browns. Win it. Trubisky out. Young whippersnapper, hot commodity in. Win. It doesn't matter. The team is finding ways to win, and that is the goal. They're buying in. Wide receivers out of nowhere, wanting to blow it all up, win. That's what our young team is doing. That's all we give a damn about. And that's the long game. And that's what we're watching. And that is the intelligent gripe. Boo-ba-da-ba-dee-boo-boo-ba-doo-boo. 5-2. I can't even believe it, man. This is good stuff. Now, I'm waiting for the Brees news. I'm waiting for the ABT news. Corey Davis, they did say that it looks like it's less severe. Maybe he could have come back into the game. I don't even know how real that is. We'll wait and see where it all is this week. JFM, we'll wait and see where it all is, and then we'll react accordingly. But we have depth. We have depth. Little Mimsy blocking action. Key block on the touchdown. Maybe if that was Elijah Moore, we don't get that touchdown. Maybe. Now, Mimsy had a good catch. He had one reception. Terrible pass by Zach on you. I mean, terrible. Let's be real here. Terrible. He had that penalty. Quite frankly, I didn't rewatch it, but it looked like he was blocking. Maybe he blocked a little early. I don't know. It looked like a silly penalty to me. Got to rewatch it and see. But it's nice to see Mimsy in there, and it's nice to know we have him. It's nice to know that 5-6 wide receivers deep, that's what we're bringing in. We're not bringing in Irv Charles. With all due respect, maybe next year, buddy. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to do. I'm excited about it. I still have plenty of players to be excited about. I still have plenty of reasons to be excited, and I am. And I'm okay with it. Guys, I want to thank you for stopping by for Victory Monday, 5-2 New York Jets. We're finding ways to win no matter what the obstacle is. We're figuring it out. Doesn't matter. We're figuring it out mid-game, fourth quarter, driving it home, jamming the spike in their throat, and leaving. And that's what we're doing. Now we come home to MetLife Stadium. All you guys are going to be there loud and proud, and we're going to beat the Pats. That's what's going on. 6-2 with 2 straight division wins in the same season. I am psyched. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great week, everybody.